Howdy, Hillbilly Nation. This is American Hillbilly. And welcome to the Guns, Beer, and Therapy Saturday Night Party. Ready? Look at that face! One less can of hard seltzer in this world. I'm proud of myself. Howdy, Hillbilly Nation. This is American Hillbilly. Man, I am glad to see you all tonight. We have a rock and roll side chat as usual, just cranking out there. Man, thank you so much for being here. This is awesome. So glad to have you on. We got a great show for you guys tonight. You got some wonderful giveaways. Yeah, some really good giveaways. And anyway, the guys are in back. We decided to just do lunch meat, this week in the green room. So, there's some weird looking lunch meat back there, but hey, it works. So anyway, first up, I'd like to introduce you guys to Bubba Tricops Ballistic. How you doing tonight, buddy?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing tonight? I'm doing pretty good myself. By the way, I did bring us the lunch meat. Don't worry about what it is. Y'all seem to be really weirded out about the possum surprise and the roadkill grill, and so I just figured it was just the looks. So apparently everybody else didn't have a problem with it, so we're good there.
All righty. Oh man, thanks for being here tonight, buddy. Sure appreciate you.
I enjoy it. This is my therapy. Literally, it's in the title. It's my therapy.
All righty. Well, up next, bring up JH586. Jamie, how you doing this evening, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. Football season's here, so I'm kind of got Alabama and Texas over here on the side, and it's pretty entertaining. And roast beef is good, man. The key lime pie is just right.
All right.
Thanks for having me on, man. I'm looking forward to the giveaway. I'm looking forward to seeing who gets the shotgun.
Oh yeah, man, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be awesome. So, anyway, thank you so much, Jamie, for being here. I really do appreciate it. And I know football's going, and I mean it's just been an exciting day. Saturday's just a great day, college football and stuff. So. Anyway, I appreciate you. All righty. So up next we have MacMan. How you doing tonight, buddy?
How you doing, everybody? Thanks for the invite again. Talking about that lunch meat in the green room, I saw the empty cans of that spam that Bubba brought, and not only spam, he brought that pumpkin spice spam, that new one they brought out. Pretty gross, to be honest with you, so I'll leave that there. He's saying this lunch meat is just crappy old spam. I saw the tins outside, so we had a little nibble, but it was okay. So we'll put up with it. Thanks for the invite, and good evening to the side chat. I can see they're bouncing already, and I'm looking forward to the show.
Well, thank you so much for being here tonight, buddy. Yeah, I sure like that spam. Usually we fry ours up in a pan, but yeah, no pumpkin spice or anything like that for me, man. I got to pass on that. So up next we got Moondog Go. Welcome tonight, buddy. How you doing this evening?
Well, I'm just trying to get some of that weird meat out of my stomach there. But if somebody could hand me, some bourbon, I think I could clear my throat here. Anyway,
Force it down.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. This is Moondog out in behind enemy lines in San Francisco. So trying to keep the good fight going for our 2A rights out here in the weird part of the country. But I'm glad to be out here on Hillbilly's live stream. How's everybody doing?
Doing good, doing good, doing
Good.
good, doing
Awesome.
good.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, that slick meat sandwich, you gotta be careful sometimes. You don't know what's on it. So anyway, thank you so much, buddy, for showing up.
Of
and
course.
Up next we have Elliot. AR. Oh, you changed your name.
No, I'm still AR
I'm
Guns.
like, what?
My channel's different than I'm still the same person, just channel different name, and I'm a
Oh,
different
you're
name.
the same person?
As long as you don't
Yeah.
change your pronouns.
Right here.
Don't start that, Moondog.
All right, man.
You
Watch
don't
that.
start
Watch
that.
that talk. Watch that talk.
Make me go on a tangent.
Thank you for having me, man. I've been laughing in the green room. Most I've laughed in quite a while, actually. But good to be here. Appreciate the invite. Good to see you, Jamie, Bubba, Moondog, Mac, everybody in the side chat. Great to be here.
Well, thanks
And
for
looked
being
at-
here,
look-
Elliot. We sure appreciate it, buddy.
Good to be here.
Yeah, we got a lot of college football pairing going on out there. Awesome. All righty. Well, up next we have Garage Guy 879. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Well, I tell you what, that lunch meat seemed to have too much gristle in it. So what I did with mine, I folded up my slice, went outside in the driveway, scrubbed the white walls on my truck. So they look pretty good now. But
It's
it's
a
good to
very
be here
versatile
tonight.
meat.
Yeah, it's good to be here tonight. Hello to everybody here on the panel. It's good to see y'all. Hello to everybody in the side chat. And it's going to be a fun night tonight. Somebody's going to come away with a brand new shotgun.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a blast. No doubt about that.
But
All righty. Well, thank you so much for being here tonight, buddy. Sure appreciate you.
Anytime.
And up next, we have Mark Thomas. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm picking some of that leftover possum from last week out of my teeth because there's no way in hell I was eating pumpkin spice spam.
No sense letting that possum go to waste, huh, buddy?
No way. Hey, it's great to see everybody. Been looking forward to this all week. Checking out the side chat. Man, that thing is moving. So I think it's going to be a great evening. Looking forward to it. Let's get it rolling.
All right. Well, we sure appreciate you very much, buddy. Thanks for showing up.
Thanks for having
All
me.
right. Up next, we have Gizzard Gary. How you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing all right, man. Thanks for having me.
Glad you're here, bud.
Oh, thank you.
All righty. See, we also have Gene from the Hot Pot, but I don't see
Where'd
him
he
at
go?
a seat. I don't know.
There he is.
There he
He
is.
probably got sick.
Oh, I thought the bird was going to start talking for a second. That was
Oh, he's still
I was just I was cleaning up that pumpkin spice spam that everybody left behind. I didn't want it to go bad. I put it away.
Well, it can't go bad. It never went good.
Yeah.
Well, starving children and all, I couldn't waste it.
Right. For the starving children. Everybody
gotta
heard
live a
here,
little.
He likes pumpkin spice.
You got to live a little. You just got to live a little.
All right.
That's not
Hey.
living. That's afterlife.
Preparing for it. I want to be well served.
You're going to get to heaven.
Well,
God's going to go back down.
First out there, somebody new on this channel I don't recognize. Thank you for jumping in. And so, man, we got a lot of fun. I mean, playing tonight. Good giveaways. We'll get on with that here in a little bit. But I just want to, thank everybody for being here tonight. And guys, I on the side chat, everybody, it's going pretty fast. It's hard for me to keep up with, and a lot of times we don't have. We'd love to shout everybody out and let everybody comments, but as the show's going, sometimes it's hard to stop and do that. So the way I do it here is I try to highlight your comments out there and everything, and it's our way of saying hi and that we're recognizing you. So appreciate you all being here. We're gonna have a fun night tonight. So we have we're gonna be drawing winners for a couple different things, but don't worry, we're still gonna have if you didn't have a chance to get in one of those drawing or whatever that we're gonna be giving away tonight. We'll also are still gonna have a drawing, so don't worry about that. You still have a chance to win something tonight. So I appreciate you all being here and everything. And I'd like to give the side chat everybody a shout out there. We just appreciate you all being on here. I mean, you guys make this show. It's just always a blast, interacting with you guys and everything and girls. It's so fun. So, Jamie, I'd like for you to, if you don't mind, to call out the people in the side chat. What should we put in out there for everybody to type in so they can
how about 20 gauge?
20 gauge. All right, you heard the man. Type
Just
in 20 gauge.
GA.
20 GA.
20 GA.
That's Georgia,
for sure.
ain't it?
Well, I guess it could be.
I've had a 20 gauge, several of them.
20
You
quads.
betcha.
20 quads.
So,
So y'all
put your name out there and Jamie will shout you out, guys.
Man,
Oh,
we
sweet Lord.
flew off the page here. We got
Way off the page.
we got MacMan first, and I'm trying to keep up here. Got MacMan Gizzard Gary reloading from the hot pot. What's going on with my? I'm struggling here.
Maybe
blowing-
glitches in the side chat. I had trouble the other night. Well,
So we got Mark Thomas, Hasbro, Chessboard, Garage Guy 879, Edward Petty, GGW Outdoors, Fluffy 10mm Jeep Guy. You need to get in touch with Mock, MCK. Alaska One Andy, The Bearded Lunchbox, Lakeview Outdoors, Doug Thomas, DJ Play Nice, Woods, Bobby Barlow, Hasbro, 2 Live Move, 3 Jeep Discovery. It might have been you. I'll figure it out in a minute. Duffer 426, Gunwild 1, Ron Wayne, Tactical Fud, DJ Play Nice, MCK, Info Bros, 556 Media, Roy Munson, M1A2 Abrams Tank, Dwayne 7834 AR Patriot Nation. I like the new name. X Adam 1, Ron Wayne, DJ Play Nice, Parish Stout, X1 Adam, X Adam 1, Duffer 426, Boomsticks Revenge, and Ron Wayne's messing with my brain, and Hasbro 270 Winchester, the greatest cartridge ever known to man, and 3 Jeep Discovery. Please get in touch with MCK.
I think you got everybody.
That was a lot. That was
Some of them.
Right.
like the spam.
Thank
That was a
you, Jamie.
mouthful.
Sure appreciate that, buddy.
Thank you.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
goodness. Having fun already.
I'm a little worried.
okay.
Ron Wayne sent me something in the mail. He said, "There's a tracking package for it." I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, what are you sending me?"
Nothing but a good time, baby. Sending you some poison.
Hang on, I got to change something.
I'm gonna open it up. It's gonna be like a dead possum or something.
I just hope it's a Glock or something.
Shut up. Don't you dare.
Bunch of Glock stickers, you know. I mean,
I hope it's a vinyl copy of Bee Gees Saturday Night Fever, so you can finally get on the beach in your Speedos comfortably.
Hey, look, I like vinyl. I collect it.
I actually have that
collector's
album.
edition of the Teletubbies. All season.
No.
See how quick my name changed back to who I am.
Look, I got some advice for you guys. If you collect vinyl, and I think
I
Gene
do.
will agree with me, if you collect vinyl, disco is out of the question. I mean, if you collect disco vinyl, you probably own 2 or 3 Glocks.
Look, Saturday Night Fever was a movie back from my juvenile days, and my sister gave it to me as a birthday gift one year because she thought I always liked it, and I just couldn't tell her to stick it. So I put it in my stack. You know, I've never spun it, but it was a gift, so I am in possession of it. Sadly enough,
And
So am I.
and
yeah,
it's
but
stuck
you
down
bought
there.
yours.
It's stuck down there between Slim Whitman and somebody else, right?
Boxcar Willie.
Yeah, there you go.
Boxcar Willie.
I love that guy. I love watching that Boxcar Willie on Hee Haw, man. He was funny.
Yeah, I still got my Saturday Night Fever outfit still in the closet. I don't think it'll fit me anymore. You know, the white leisure suit with the vest and shit.
There, hey, Hillbilly, there's a new video. There's a new video for you.
I have my Don Johnson clothes back there in the closet. Seriously.
You should let him go home, Elliot.
Hey, the clothes, the style. He ain't here.
I wonder why he hadn't been doing many movies. Oh my goodness!
White sport coats is what I was talking about. So.
I don't know. That lever gun comes in for
Yeah.
me. I think I'm going to have to get like a big old duster, a badge that says Sheriff Fat, and a 30-gallon hat, because we all know my head's too big for a 10-gallon.
Oh my goodness. Let me change this banner up and see. Yeah, make sure you get typed in hashtag HBN37 for the giveaway later on this evening. And so you won't want to miss that. And if you notice, I do have a different email up here. I really got tired. So my channel, when I first started doing this, like for some reason, odd reason, somebody already had the email hillbillyup@gmail. So I have no idea why, but somebody already had that. And so that's why I put the real Hillbilly Up or whatever. And so I just matched my other one, American Hillbilly. I just matched it to that. And it's always kind of a pain in the butt. And so the other day I'm like, I checked them again. And of course they're still, it's still taken. I don't know, why, but anyway, so I'm like typed in, American Hillbilly Up, and that was available. So anyway, hopefully that's be a little easier for everybody to remember. So anyway, I still have the other emails. You can use those too, but this will just be a lot easier for everybody to remember. And oh, looky there.
We have a member.
Dang. DJ, thank you so much. DJ, I'm a member of this channel. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That's something that's new. Just started, and we're going to have a lot of fun with that. There's no doubt about it. It's something I wasn't really planning on doing, and anyway, I decided to give it a try, and we're going to have a lot of fun with that membership. deal. So if anybody is interested, you check it out. And I appreciate it. And I will use everything that brings in. I'll put it back into, prizes and gifts, for everybody. So that's just going to hopefully allow me to, get better stuff and more stuff out to Hillbilly Nation. So I really appreciate that very much. And thank you.
So how do you become a member, Hillbilly?
Oh, my goodness. Pardon?
How do you become a member? Where do you go? Tell the guys how to do it.
Oh, so there's a lot of people on this panel probably know better than I do, but I believe you go to Hillbilly Up and then to the home page, and there's a little button beside the subscribe, I believe, or it'll be somewhere there and it'll say join. So when you hit that, it'll show you, everything, and give you the option, to check out and see what you get with that if you do join. And so anyway, you can at least go over there and look at it and check it out. And yeah, Wayne, yeah, we got some new emojis there. So anyway, let's see if these show up here. Okay, yeah, they're showing up. They're not showing up on the screen, but I seen something here I want to address and I missed it. Where did that go? Doggone it.
Pimp hats.
Well, sorry about that. Anyway, here it is. Okay, Hasbro. Yeah. Yeah, he suggested an email address. Three-legged seltzer. I did not try that one, buddy, but there's a pretty good chance that email is probably open, So,
I told you, man, I'll show up in the forest and hold Boo Boo hostage. So let go of the hard seltzer, Yogi, or Boo Boo gets it. Yeah.
So we're going to do some giveaways here really shortly. But Garage Guy, since you're giving away your raffle tonight, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody about it and everything? And it's a great deal you did to help raise money for Lakeview's wife. And so I talked to Garage Guy earlier today and raised some great money. I mean, I'll let him tell you how many people and all that and amount, but yeah, man, I appreciate that was awesome of you to do that. Cheers, buddy. I'm really, really proud and thank you for doing that. And I thank you for, doing it here on my channel, with the giveaway and everything, on Guns, Beer, and Therapy. So anyway, go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about that.
All right. Anyhow, the drawing, of course, is for a Stevens Model 301 single shot shotgun chambered in 20 gauge. Also, there will be 2 more drawings. I got a couple of Sharp's Cutlery knives here for a second and third place person right there. And anyhow, we have a total of 9 people in a drawing, and some of them has more than 1 entry. So 9 people, 18 entries. I think it's going to be pretty good odds for somebody.
Yeah.
I got to thank Hillbilly for handling the digital money transfers. Like I said before, I don't have any Cash apps or Venmo apps or anything like that, and I have no experience with them. Now, if I'd researched them a little bit and maybe went ahead and mentioned that I was going to use them when I did the first video about the giveaway, probably would have raised some more money, but I think we did fairly well. I believe we're, if I'm thinking right, right at the $400 mark, right in that neighborhood. And every little bit helps, I mean, Lakeview and his wife, it might be a couple of tanks of gas. It might be some extra groceries, maybe a small unexpected bill pops up, Every little bit helps.
It sure does. And, that's just awesome that that you did that, man. I, really appreciate that. I know Lakeview does. I mean, that was just a great thing that you did. And so we're going to be doing those drawings here just real soon. Lakeview wanted to be on here tonight. He was in the green room, but the reception was just in and out, and so he he couldn't stay connected. So anyway, he is in the side chat, and so everybody wants to say hey to Lakeview.
Hey, Lakeview.
Hey. But the way I'm going to do the drawing, I'm not going to use the wheel like on StreamYard. I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. I got these little cards right here, and there's one that says Hillbilly. Camera ain't picking it up. And for those that have more than one, I'm going to show each and every entry, so there won't be no questions about it. Then I'll put them all in this little Tupperware bowl, put the lid on it, shake it up really well. Then I will open it up. I will turn my head like that. I will pick one out. Now, I think that's a pretty simple way to go.
See, yeah, it is. I mean, that's just there's nothing wrong doing it like that for sure. Because like the StreamYard, I don't know why, but like it seems to be giving me quite a bit of trouble lately. And so I know last week that last week that it just wasn't working at all for me. And so
I couldn't even highlight the other night, Hillbilly. It was going crazy.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, so you have a total of 3, correct?
3 prizes?
3 prizes?
Yeah, I'll draw for the shotgun first, and then I'll draw 2 more times for the knives.
Okay.
But
awesome.
also let me remind everybody, also with the shotgun, I'm going to be including a brand new shoulder sling, since it does have sling swivel studs on the shotgun. And I also will be mailing you $20 cash to go on your FFL transfer fee as well.
Awesome. That is great. Our fact, this stinking giveaway tools giving me fits right now. I'll tell you what. Yeah. But anyway, do what?
I've actually heard back from StreamYard about the technical issues. I contacted them last night. Yeah.
Hopefully they get it fixed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wood says rig. He's just getting ready, practicing saying rig. So. Tactical rabbit.
That's a good one.
Alrighty. So tell you what, let's see. On your drawing there, Mark, do you want to draw like the winner and then the two extras, or do you want to draw the two extras and then save the winner for the last draw?
Well, I want to go ahead and do the shotgun first.
Okay. All righty. Well, we might as well go ahead and do that since you have two more. Then I also have giveaway for people that donate through my channel for Lakeview. So anyway, let's get you pulled up here. All righty. So this is for the shotgun, and you said you had let's see, 18 entries and 9 people.
Right.
All
right. First of all, Hillbilly.
Woo!
And it's going into the Tupperware. Dwayne 7834.
I think you threw mine in the trash.
X Adam 1. Muhammad S. I can't pronounce his last name. He's out of New Jersey. Okay. They're all in here, like I said. Okay, we have Mr. Glenn Davis with 2 entries right there. We have Donnie J, 86, 2 entries. Gun Hobo, 62, 2 entries. Jamie JH, 586, 3 entries. 1, 2, 3. And Mr. MacMan with 5 entries. There we go, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Okay. So everybody, I guess let's do this. And good luck to everyone. All right. I'm going to turn my head right here. The winner is MacMan. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I had a feeling he would win that. Congrats, man.
Well, he had pretty good odds, I can imagine.
Yeah. Yep.
So, Hillbilly, why do you say we go away and go ahead and give the 2 knives?
All right. You betcha.
All right. They're both pretty much the same right here. Sharp's Cutlery. I got them off the Cutlery Corner Network. And, well, let me get that up there right quick. It does come with the nylon sheet. And these are pretty nice. Let's see, get that open there. All right. Got the stag handle on it. I think those are some nice knives. Let me get this back in here right quick. Put that back in the box. All right. Good luck to everybody. Mr. Glenn Davis. Congratulations.
All right.
Good job.
Congratulations, Glenn.
All right, we have one more. MacMan.
Pull it again. Don't touch. Pull it again.
All right.
Pull it again.
Rigged.
Put it back in.
Okay.
Do it again.
Yeah, pull it in. Let somebody else get it. I've had one.
All right.
Well, that's really nice of you, Mac man.
Yeah, that is. All right. Yeah, MacMan's still got, I guess, 3 more.
Don't pull another one.
You may win more.
Maybe we want to take that guy to Vegas with us.
Yeah.
MacMan.
You're right.
Buddy, we got to go to Vegas.
Mac
That's all
man,
it is.
run out and buy you some lottery tickets, buddy.
Oh, boy. Gun
That's the last
Hobo
of MacMan?
62.
All right.
Good job.
Right.
Congrats.
All
There
right.
you go.
Congratulations, buddy. That is awesome.
I want to thank everybody for donating. It's for a really good cause, and I enjoyed doing this, and hopefully I'll be able to do another giveaway here before long, because now I know a whole lot more about it than I did before.
All righty. Man, that's awesome of you to do, Mark. I know Tony and his wife are really going to appreciate that, and everybody that donated for that. That's just great. Honestly, it's great. What a great community we got here. People. There was a lot of people that gave on occasions where there wasn't even a giveaway. I know, like Christmas 740, there's lots of them that people just gave, those channels. My channel, I didn't have a giveaway. I didn't announce I was going to do a giveaway, but I planned to do something. And, it just shows you how great people are out there, and they come together and just, help give somebody a hand up for sure. And so, awesome to everybody that's jumped in and helped out with that. And I mean, that's just wonderful. So, all righty. We got those giveaways away. I have one that I'm going to do mine here in just a little bit. But first of all, I thought we'd go ahead and bring up a topic for the night. And tonight, I thought first we would talk about some sights for your pistol, your rifle, whatever, slingshot, whatever that you like to use. There's so many different sights out there. And I've been kind of battling this myself. I used to only shoot, iron sights. And then, of course, my hunting rifle or whatever, I had, a magnifying scope on it. And as I got older, my vision started getting worse. And I can see far away fine. It's the up close stuff. Well, when I'm looking at those sights, they're blurry, being up close to me. I can see what's out there, but, so I'm really finding out that, red dot and a few other things, kind of, help that out. And so tell you what, Hot Pot, I know you said you had to leave early. I don't know what time, but let's just go ahead and start with you down there, buddy, and we'll work our way around the room. If you want to say, I like this on my pistol, I like this on my rifle, or, or I mean, whatever, just let us know, and also in the side chat, let us know what you guys like.
I'm a little bit of everything. I shoot iron sights, I shoot red dots, I shoot LVPOs. I do just magnification with a flip over on one of my ARs. I like to play with everything, and I wear prescription glasses, and I finally found a pair of safety glasses that are just magnified, and they're at a 1.75 level, and that gives me with the way my eyes are, that gives me clarity downrange and in my hand. So it's a nice balance. So, when you're shooting iron sights, you should focus on your sight and let your target blur. Well, these allow me to do that. And then when I'm wearing them shooting a rifle, it doesn't mess with the magnification or the reticles for me. And then red dots are the same way. So I just found a nice balance because, I love it all. I love it all. I like playing with everything, and I've just found that advantage with me that for something that'll let me do that. But my go-to is definitely a red dot. If I had to lose everything, I'd want a bag of batteries and a red dot.
Yeah. So they're ever going to have one, and I know they have some that's like solar backup.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any that's just solar only, or?
I don't know if there's any just solar only, but the solar backup's always a good thing. Just pray for sunny. Just pray for sunny days. That solar backup never really. It still hasn't. I haven't bitten that one yet because it has to be out. What if it's in your holster, facing the other way? It's always on the top of the dot. When you holster it, it's facing straight out. You're not getting any charge from that. It's got to be sitting out in the sun. So how long are you going to have it out of your holster shooting it and holding it out there to get charged?
Or in your nightstand.
Get charged.
Yeah, or in your nightstand or in your range bag or, I haven't fallen for the gimmick yet. It may come to where it's actually useful, but I don't think it is. Not right now. I think it's just a gimmick to more money. Hey, who knows if those things even work? I mean, come on. That could just be glued on top of your optic. And you've got solar backup now.
Yeah, well, they'll probably come mandatory on the smart guns, probably. So they charge your whole gun.
Yeah, let's sit out in the backyard on a nice sunny day and hope the neighbors don't see it sitting on your picnic table.
All right. Well, thank you, Gene. I appreciate that, buddy. So how about you, Gary?
Well, it depends on rifles and stuff like that. I prefer to have, my vision ain't that great at a distance. So my AR has a dot on it. I know this is going to be hard to believe for most of you. I had never shot through a scope until this past summer when I was at Nebraska for Thunder on the Prairie. But having done so, I'd have to say I prefer that to a dot at a long distance. On my pistols, I have both. I have dots and I have iron sights. I prefer, on my carry pistol, it has night sights. But actually, I don't prefer a dot on my carry pistol. Now, on something I'm going to shoot at the range just to see how good and accurate I can be, yeah, I probably want a dot on there. But just for self-defense and stuff like that, I'm probably more comfortable just open sights.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Gary. I appreciate that. And yeah, I mean, open sights, they're they're by far the most reliable, no doubt about that. So, but All right. So, Moondog, what do they allow you guys? Or is there any restriction on scopes out there? I mean,
Oh, thank the Lord, no, not yet. But Gavin Newsom is still governor, so who knows? But I grew up, and I still, for pistols, I'm still comfortable shooting iron sights. But only recently, when I started doing target pistol at 20 yards, did I start to see a benefit of using red dots. Though I don't have none of my self-defense pistols are drilled and tapped for red dots, but just my target pistol. But for rifles, and I was used to using iron sights for those, but when I moved out here to San Francisco, the nearest range is a little peculiar because it's a law enforcement range where my club meets at and we shoot at, but because we're restricted to the rifle range at the sheriff's training facility, it's 100 yards only. So you have to shoot at 100 yards. And I like many of you guys, my eyesight is not what it was when I was 20. And I found that even with the bulls about 10 to 12 inches wide, at 100 yards, my front sight post practically covered up the entire black of the bullseye. So I really couldn't, I was lucky. I'm sure I'm getting on paper, but where on the paper I wasn't quite sure. So that's when I switched over to scopes, and now I'm like scoped out. I gotta, the higher the magnification, the better, as far as I'm concerned nowadays, as far for the rifles. But it's and I've come to appreciate. You really do get what you pay for, and I don't get me wrong. I've got like I've shot with CV Life scopes, and I've just reviewed a bunch of Monstrum scopes and fine. But until you've actually started playing around with some of my club members who are already retired and have a little more extra cash than I do, and have been able to buy like Mark V loopholes and Night Forces and some really high end scopes, you can really see a big difference shooting at night or at low light with those kind of high value scopes than the kind of scopes I usually buy. So yeah. When you get a chance, it's nice. It's definitely nicer to get those the expensive glass.
So what am I missing here?
I had terrible lag last night.
I think we're Mark with a C.
Yeah, Gene. Yeah, Gene had to leave there, and so it switched everything around. So I don't. Who's next? Mark Thomas.
Yeah,
I think it's both the Marks, and then Elliot, and then it goes back up to Jamie, me, then you.
Right. I'm glad you remember.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
I'm not guaranteeing I remember. I don't guarantee I remember. That's what I remember seeing.
Yeah, I've come up shooting iron sights all my life. Putting a scope on a hunting rifle, that was for a hunting rifle. And it makes a big difference as I'm getting older and the eyesight's going worse and worse. But this summer, I decided I would give it a try. I've avoided red dots. I put a red dot on a dagger pistol, and I put a red dot on a revolver, which Jamie, don't judge. That new Taurus, the 605, came out with the optics mount on it. And I'm not sure. I mean, I've tried, and up close, I can make it work. Distance wise, it doesn't help me at all. I'm going to have to try a green dot and see if my right eye will pick that up better, because it's not necessarily a stigmatism, but I've got a problem on the back of my eye, and I'm not gathering light. There's a blank spot back there. So I said, I've tried them for the summer. I'm not going to say that I'm against them. I'm not going to say that they've done anything really great for me, but I'll still keep trying. And I've actually carried that dagger a little bit, and I think I've probably drawn it out of the holster and presented it about 600 times, and I'm finally getting to the point where I see that red dot almost every time.
Oh, that's good.
But that's taken a lot of retraining, and I wonder what's going to happen whenever I pull a regular pistol out with iron sights, what I'm going to be seeing. But I'm open to trying new things, but I still would rather just have plain old iron sights, what I trust. And, even if I don't see that back sight as well, I know I see that front sight. And that's the one I've learned how to deal with.
Okay, so I was wrong with the order. So Elliot's next.
Iron sights. I have shot scopes on my Remington ADL, which I like, and my Remington ADL has fixed sights too, which I can remove. I have sighted in EOTech on AR-15. That's probably where I'm going. Maybe a 1x8 scope from Primary Arms eventually, but EOTech I'm familiar with. I've sighted them in and used them on AR platforms, and I like it, EOTech. So. Pistols, iron sights so far, but I'm willing to change. I'm gonna try them eventually. Dots on the pistol. So that's it.
All right, and after that's Mark with a K.
All right, before I answer, can I ask Jamie the score on that Bama Texas game?
Texas 34, Alabama 24, and it is a final.
Oh. All right, thank you. Well, as far as pistols go, iron sights, that's what I was raised on. That's what I'm used to. I do have a Ruger 2245 light Mark IV pistol that I do have a red dot on, and I just wanted to put that on to kind of experiment with. It's just a target shooting pistol. As far as rifles, I prefer just a regular scope with the crosshairs and maybe some good magnification. I don't need that stuff that lights up and all that. That's what I'm used to. And on my AR, I got it for home defense, and I'm not going to be making long distance shots with it, so I don't need any optics on my AR. So I'm pretty well old fashioned.
Righty.
I was going to say plastic sights earlier, but I'm afraid Bubba was going to start talking about Glock, so I shut up and just said iron sights.
You're good. All right, so the next after that would be MacMan, and then Jamie, then me, then Hillbilly.
Okay, so all my 1911s are just iron sights. I'm not going to mess around with them. They're just going to stay on iron sights. Most of my pistols, I'm slowly turning over onto red dots because, like we're all getting old. We're struggling with eyesight, so the red dot seems to work better for me. All my revolvers, they're all as they are, iron sights. No messing around with those. My ARs, a couple of if it's an AR style pistol, I've got like the EOTech red dots on them, and if it's the normal AR style, I got scopes, and then my big rifles have all got big scopes on them. I got powerful scopes to reach out to that golden mile mark, and my lever actions, I'm beginning to put those. See, Walter said earlier, those peep sights. I think Skinner make a really nice brass and black peep sight to go on the lever actions. So I'm beginning to put those on my lever actions. It just looks nicer on it than putting anything else. So that's where I'm with it, guys.
All right, buddy. Well, thank you very much. Sounds awesome. So how about you, Jamie? What you like, buddy?
I've got a plethora of different stuff on different things. I'm at the point where I have to have a scope on a rifle, and that includes my lever actions. I've got a Bushnell Trophy 2x7, 2.5x7, and a copperhead, Vortex copperhead 2x7. One's on my 30-30, one's on 35. The other 30-30 is iron sights. ARs, I have a red dot on one. I have a CV Life 6x24 on one, and then I got another one that's just got a regular old hunting scope on it. It's my 350 Legend. Pistols, I've not tried a red dot yet, but I'm looking to, because I got the Beretta, whatever that new Beretta thing is. It's scope ready. It's optics ready. So I'll probably going to get a Gideon Omega for it after talking to Gene and Chris last night. But I do have a red dot on an AR, but it's one of the bigger ones. It's not like a little red dot kind of thing. And I'm thinking about getting a magnifier for it, but all my rifle scopes, I've got various money in them. I've got some cheaper ones. I got some upper end stuff. Well, not what y'all would call upper end. It's upper end to me, and it's Arkin SH4.
That's good.
And those are very reasonable price, but very good scopes. Night Force, all that kind of stuff, that's way out of my pay grade.
So you're not going to drill and tap that 586?
No, sir. I hit.
It looked like you just like stabbed him when you said that.
I hit everything I aim at with it, so I don't see the need. I also have a 686 too, man.
Awesome.
That's what I want too. 686.
Man, I love my 686. I mean, I can shoot that pistol better than any pistol I own, and I don't know what it is. It just seems to hit the spot, don't they, Jamie?
I think it reads your mind. I think those older Smith, I think they just I think your mind takes over your body, and it's like when you're riding a motorcycle. I wish Gene was still here. You don't look at what you want to miss. You look at where you want to go, because if you look at something you want to miss, you want to run over it. It's almost like that with a Smith & Wesson revolver. You just think and point it and squeeze, and it just goes there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, literally, of all the pistols I had, if I had to get in a shooting contest, it'd be with my 357 Smith & Wesson. I mean, even if it's target, or whatever. I mean, that thing just works for me, and I mean,
now I don't have a scope or anything on any of my revolvers, and my Rossi 357. It's all that stuff's iron sights, and I've learned to let the target buzz and focus on the front sight, and it just shoots a lot better that way. And Mark, my job is not to judge you, brother. It's to love you.
Oh boy! All right. Well, thanks, Jamie. And so, Bubba, what do you think, buddy? We'll do you, and then we'll jump down to DJ after you, bud.
So I'm about to offend somebody. And,
Go ahead.
And when I say that, I mean I'm not trying to offend somebody. Okay, I'm not trying to offend anybody whatsoever at all. So let me just get that out of the way. But
yes, you are. Or you wouldn't have said that.
Somebody in the private chat, I'm not going to say the name, but has been saying that it is not good to have a red dot on your carry gun. Sorry, that is inaccurate as can be. It's good to have backup iron sights just in case that red dot goes bad. But a good shake wake I am faster with a red dot on my concealed carry at my draw. I am faster at transitioning targets, and that's about a 1.5 second difference in my shots and my shot placements versus using just iron sights. So that is an inaccurate statement for me specifically. I would not tell somebody, hey, you need to use a red dot, but I will say that give it a try and learn how to use it. But to say that it's just baseline iron sights is better for anybody is arrogant and pompous. So no, I disagree with that wholeheartedly, and I will die on this hill. So yeah, but I do run red dots on my and any red dot that you get. If it's not shake weight, don't run it. There's no point. Vortex, none of them are shake weight. That is stupid. That is stupid to a fault. All right. Any red dot on a concealed carry, if it's not shake weight, it's pointless. It's like, well, you can turn it on as you're pulling out. Yeah, that's 0.5 seconds off your draw. Sorry, no.
Though I have to say, if it's a high efficiency red dot that has, like, they say it's like 50,000 hours, you might as well just leave it on, because if you have a shake awake and you're using a concealed carry, it's going to be on as you're moving around anyway. So might as well just leave it on.
Right. So that's the other point. It's like, that's another reason why I don't like EOTech, is because their battery life is terrible for something that in this day and age it's silly. It's silly to have something that don't last. I think a AAA battery would do better. For as far as the other stuff though, if I'm shooting mid range, and I say mid range about 100 to 300 yards, I'm going to use an LPVO all day, every day, because LPVO, it has ×1 magnification to up to like 6, I think, for LPVOs.
Well, it's up to 10 now. Some high end, yeah.
So like that works both ways. I mean, you could use it for close range too if you needed to, because the eye relief might not be there, but you could use it for a closer range. As far as long distance and stuff, I'm going to have to go with a straight up scope. Iron sights I will use on guns that I believe should not have a scope or should not have a red dot. And that would be like older guns, Western guns. A lever action, I'll never put something like that on a lever action. I never will.
How about an Altor?
Altor, I'll just throw in the garbage. Altor, I'll just throw in the garbage, man.
Depends on the scope on the lever action. I mean, so Quigley style, you can get some vintage glass, or new modern built, like who makes that? Not Hilux, but anyway, depends on the scope, right? For the if you want a vintage looking Western gun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
if you want a vintage one, it needs to be like 4 foot long, though, I think.
Yeah. You can practically touch your target with the scope.
All right. Well, thank you, Bubba. So, DJ,
I
how
got
you
one more
doing
thing to
this
say.
evening?
I'm
sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
If you're going to go by averages, for the distance of engaging a target that's coming after you and stuff, that is a silly statement to make in that of itself, because if you take into consideration of all the mall shootings that have happened where people have defended themselves, that was around 40 yards. So we're going to go by averages and stuff like that, because we're going to go by averages. The average distance between your target and you in an event of self-defense is actually closer to that of 20 to 25 yards if we're going to go by that. If we're going to go by averages, all right? If we're going to go by averages, and that's what this person is saying, going by averages, all right? Then do we not factor in the 40 yards? Do we not factor in the 50 yards? Do we not factor in the 35, the 30s? Do we not do that? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's pointless to go by averages. you're better off having something for both situations. You run a 1/3 co-witness for iron sights, just in case you don't need the red dot, and then you run a red dot. And in case the red dot fails for whatever the reason, you've got the iron sights. It's stupid not to run both. And I'm done.
I heard cricket after that.
Well, I got my window rolled back open.
No, I just thought it's funny. Bubba shuts up and then you hear this cricket sound.
I love hearing them.
All right, DJ. How you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing all right. We got the crickets. Buddy Holly's been gone for a long while, hasn't he? Good to be here. I know we're talking about sights and whatnot. I only run iron on pistols. It's not as if I don't have some underslung laser stuff from the old days, but I choose not to do that. I like to work off, Walter's out there saying he works off his front sight for defensive drills. That's sort of what I do too. And until a couple of years ago, I did iron on everything. With the exception of like a deer rifle, and I can't do that anymore. So I'm kind of in the lurch right now, deciding what kind of stuff I'm going to be using. And I also liked what Jamie had to say about aiming where you want to go instead of where you don't want to go. Front sight, where I want to go, that seems to work for me. And other than that, I was out at Thunder on the Prairie. That's been mentioned a couple of times tonight. Pat in the bunker is out there in the text chat. I think Defense Dad might be too. And 2 years in a row, I've won Monstrum Optics. And I have one of them that came mounted on top of a 450 Bushmaster upper that I also won. Yeah, sometimes DJ comes through. And
Awesome.
I am yet to run that. Haven't run around through it. Looking forward to doing it though. And Bubba, I got a question. I saw that we had brown sandwiches and green sandwiches. Now, I'm not a wheat bread eater, so I passed on the brown, but I got a question about the green. Is that very new cheese or very old meat?
It's green eggs and ham. Green eggs and ham bread, yeah.
Gotcha. I'm going to head back there and grab one then.
Ignore the hair.
Oh my goodness. That's awesome. Thanks for that, DJ. Myself, I've always grown up on iron sights, like I said, unless it was a deer rifle. Really before the red dot, optical, really started hitting pretty big. I still have a couple pistols that just have the projection dot on it, most of those, mount, underneath the barrel right there in front of the trigger. And so, it's easy to tap that to turn it on. And, I still like those pretty good, but, it's definitely can be seen. So, as far as, some tactical move, I don't know about that. I know like you have to go outside and, for a varmint, that might be in your chickens or something or whatever, that, like I said, they can see that light, very easily. So I don't know what the deal on that would be, but I do know that just out planking and stuff sometimes, it's pretty fun to use, but I'm really heading more into, I really like the optical, red dot or green dot. I find myself really relying on that, a little bit more because of my eyesight. I still have a lot of them that's, just iron sights, and I love those. So I will probably use the iron sight on a lot of stuff as long as I can. But I got a 300 blackout that I'm doing, and I'm really at a mix right here because I really like to have, all three of the best of the world on it, the iron sights, the optical red dot, and a scope. And so, I'm thinking about really leaning towards a magnifier, with my my optic. That way I still can, use, have my iron sight backups, my red dot. And then if I need the magnifier, I can use that. I've never shot a magnifier, so this will probably be, just start out kind of cheap and see if I like it and work my way up from there. So anyway, man, yeah, a lot of good stuff out there, guys. In the side chats, there's a lot of great opinions and suggestions out there. Appreciate that. So we are going to. I'm going to go ahead and now. Does anybody else have something to say before I get into this giveaway for the people that gave on my channel? And then we're going to do the drawing for tonight. So don't worry, don't go anywhere, guys. We're still going to have the drawing for tonight. So this is just something different. Moondog, you said you're needing to head out, buddy.
Yeah.
So
unfortunately,
man,
since
it's been
the
great
time
having you
changed,
here and everything. You want to go ahead and tell us what you got coming up and everything, and fill us in on all that.
Oh, absolutely. So I've just finished editing a slew of videos. One even a 22-minute long tour. There's this new attraction over in Las Vegas called Omega Mart. It's really trippy. It's sort of like Burning Man indoors art exhibit touching weird machines. It's hard to describe, but if you guys watch that TV series Stranger Things or Dark Mirror, it's like you're walking into a world like that. The front end looks like a twisted kind of a sort of a play off of Walmart. But if you were walking into Walmart, maybe taking a couple of drops of acid, and then that's the easy part. There, what you think is a pretty interesting experience, and then there's 2/3 of it that's behind the Walmart. That is, well, anyway, you got to watch this. I've finished editing like 16, 18 videos off of this one 3-hour visit of this place, and my last time I visited Las Vegas. So check that out at Moondog Go, at YouTube at Moondog Go, and you can watch that entire series. And for those, of course, on my Pew Pew channel, I've just finished a review of a Monstrum LPVO for you, Bubba. It's a 1 to 10. It's a 1 to 10 power LPVO, and it was pretty darn good for the price you're paying. It's like a Monstrum scope. It's not expensive, but this thing is really nice for the price. I thought, I'm definitely putting this on one of my rifles because I was really pleased with how that turned out. And on the higher end, I just got a hold of a Tractoric scope to review. So this is probably the most expensive scope I've had my personal hands on. I've got a chance to review one of my range buddies' loopholes, but this is probably just in my initial look through, might be just as good. I mean, it's not cheap, but it's surprisingly good for maybe about 50% or maybe a third less than a loophole. But anyway, that's coming up at Moondog Industries. So anyway, I've got to go take since it's 3 hours behind from you guys. It's still dinner, but a late dinner. I got to take my family out to dinner tonight.
You betcha. Well, thank you so much, Moondog, for getting on here. Guys, if you've not been to Moondog's channel, go check him out. He has 3 channels. They're all awesome. Go over and check him out and subscribe. You won't be disappointed. The guy does great work, great reviews. His filming, the production's just awesome. I mean, I love, the time and the work that he puts into his production. It's makes it so nice to watch. So anyway,
Well, it's good.
Go over and check him out. Thank you, buddy. I sure appreciate it.
Of course. Thanks for having me, and have a good night, everyone.
See you, Moondog.
All right.
Bye, buddy. Bubba, I seen your message in the private chat. Did you get that, bud?
Yeah. I got it pulled up. It's at 12 right now.
That's not right. I had 20 or almost 30 some earlier, and it quit working.
Yeah, I don't know what they've done to it, but it's gone downhill fast.
Oh well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, I guess. So, so I have some pretty interesting stuff for you guys here. First of all, we had a giveaway, or not a giveaway. I'm sorry. We had donations for Lakeview on my channel, and the deal is I'm going to drink. I said, okay, I'm going to drink hard seltzer. For every $200 we raise, and so we hit literally, I think it was $400. So I had to drink 2 hard seltzers, and the people are giving not to get in a giveaway, but they were basically doing it to help out Lakeview, and anyway, so these are the people that had give, and I just want to tell everybody thank you. These are the guys that donated to have me drink beer or drink a hard seltzer. So the people that's entered in this, they did not know I was going to do a giveaway when they did this. So anyway, I just want to thank these people: Ozzy Osbourne, Gizzy Gary, DJ Play Nice, Travis P11, Dwayne, Walks Fletcher, and the Scotch American. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for entering this. You're actually for giving the money to help me punish myself by drinking hard seltzer. Yeah. So I thought, well, it would be kind of fun if people that wasn't may not watch that night. I went back to the live stream and I took some screenshots, and so just so you know what was going on that night, here's some pictures of some stuff that was going on. Like I said, for every $200, I had to drink 1 hard seltzer, and so anyway, I went through some of these pictures today, and hopefully it pulls up here. Yeah. So
You're not
this was
you're not
just
going to show us a trash can, are you?
Yeah, no, this is when it popped open the first hard seltzer, and I believe it was ruby grapefruit, and somebody goes, smell it. And oh man, that is painful right there, just smelling the thing. So we went on here. Here was me drinking
Pinky
some
up.
of it. The pinky up. They tell me to stick my pinky up while I'm drinking
nice
this.
form.
And so there's that. And then here's me trying to halfway keep it down after taking a drink of the first one. Man, that was really rough. It honestly was. So I think the next picture here. Okay, I'm finishing. Okay, yeah, I didn't even finish it. This is where I'm finishing it. That's the very first one. Ruby grapefruit, I think, is what it was. Now, they had me do another one, and so the second one, I put it in a frosted mug. I had this in the freezer, and I thought, well, maybe that'll help, and it didn't. That one, I believe, was black cherry. At least it smelled better. But while this was going on, Scotsman, he was feeling pretty good himself. He wasn't drinking hard seltzer, but yeah, he spent a few minutes head down, wobbling back and forth, and then he just disappeared. So
We were
oh, boy.
convinced he fell out of his chair.
Yeah. When I look back, somebody said that he did, but at that point on the live stream, I was showing the knife that I was giving away. And so I had my screen pulled up, and then it went back down. Scotsman wasn't there no more. So I don't know exactly if he woke up or if he fell off the chair. I don't know. But what a great sport, man. No doubt. And then this one, when they asked me how did it taste, like that's after the second or third one. And I think I was doing some praying along in there somewhere. But yeah, here's another one that that stuff was very hard to keep down. It only stayed down for a certain amount of time. And it was rough. Oh, okay, and then that's it on this. This is some screenshots I took for the giveaway. So anyway, hang on a second. I'm about to kick myself out of the deal. So I just want to thank everybody that gave and that was there and supporting and carrying on and everything. And we did raise it was $400, I believe. And so I want to thank you guys very much. So I decided that see if I can get this pulled up here. Since these guys didn't have no clue what I was going to do giveaway. And so this is what I'm going to be giving away. It's nothing terribly expensive, but at the time it's what I can afford to do. And anyway, let me pull this up here. So it is for these people that gave, that showed the list there. I'm giving away just a Fiatzi red dot / green dot. So like they said out in this chat earlier, if you're trying to help save the world, you can use the green dot instead of the red dot. And so anyway, whoever wins will be receiving this right here. And I just want to thank you guys for giving and helping out Lakeview. I mean, I know him and his wife just really appreciate it, a lot. And so anyway, like I said, we're still going to have a drawing for tonight, but this is just for those people that had gave, up to that point on my channel. So anyway, we have their names in here, and let's give this thing a spin, and we'll see who's going to win. Looks like Dwayne. Congratulations, Dwayne.
All right.
Good job, Dwayne.
Congrats.
So, Dwayne, I believe I have your email, but just go ahead and email me again if you don't mind. That way, make sure I have it. And yeah, Tim S is right. Yeah, that was me that night. Oh, it was terrible. Just terrible. So, oh my goodness. Before we go on to the next deal, we are going to do a drawing tonight. But before we go on, a lot of you guys was on the panel that night. And so anything you guys want to say or comment about that? I just hope everybody had a great time, there. So
it was a blast. And all I got to say is better you than me. Woof.
I feel way better now than I did that night. I do know that.
I wasn't there, but my buddy just sent me something, okay, and I kind of want to share it with you guys if I can.
You
Let's
bet
see.
you, bud.
All right, so they sent me because my buddy said that they finally printed out the hand signals that the ATF uses. All right, and I wanted to show you guys this because it's very tactical. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
There we go. So, shoot that dog. I'll shoot that dog. Come over here and shoot a dog. I hear another dog. I see a dog to shoot. That poodle has a gun. Come behind me and shoot this dog. You're okay to shoot this dog. Use this gun to shoot this dog. My buddy Mike sent that to me. I couldn't help it. I had to share it.
Oh my goodness.
Sam Woods is just like, my dog's scared now. Yeah, just don't do anything to piss off the ATF or they will shoot your dog. I don't even have a dog. I'm worried that they're going to buy me a dog. Like, here's a puppy. Yeah, thanks. And then shoot
it. So, Elliot, you said you have to jump, buddy?
Yeah, I got to get up and meet my daughter tomorrow. So,
okay. Why don't you go ahead and tell us what you got coming up before you jump off here?
I'll be on Livestream Monday night at 9 Eastern Standard Time. Probably Friday at 6:05 p.m. I'm gonna do a live. Might do a few coffees. We'll see. Depends on how much degreasing I got to do out here with the parts. But thank you for having me on, man. It's great being with you guys. Great seeing you on the side chat. And y'all have a great night. I enjoyed it.
Later on, man.
Later, man.
You bet.
All right, man.
Elliot. Thanks a lot, buddy. You guys go over and check out Elliot's channel.
Take care.
Thanks a lot, buddy. We'll see you later. Have a good evening.
You too. Bye-bye, guys.
Oh, boy. Yeah. I went back and watched that live to take those snapshots. And, oh, man. Kind of brought up some bad vibes. And so...
I still got the picture of your reaction after you tasted it the first time. I need to do that in one of my shows. It's like Hillbilly's just sitting there like that's the look of a man who tried White Claw.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for sharing that, DJ. All righty. So yeah,
they do got doggo ballistic vests. They do got doggo ballistic vests. Man. There was one kid, I can't remember what it was. There was a little bitty kid that raised a bunch of money to give police dogs for the canine unit bulletproof vests. I can't remember what the kid's name was, but he raised a lot. He's still doing it right now. He's still getting bulletproof vests for dogs.
You know, Bubba, you mentioned raising the money for the bulletproof vest. I remember right after 9/11 happened, the search dogs were getting their feet burnt, going through the debris and rubble, you know, trying to find people. And somebody came up with some like boots, you know, for the search dogs so their feet wouldn't get burnt.
Yeah, there was also another story of them because the dogs would get discouraged because they wouldn't find anybody, and some of the people there would literally bury themselves in the rubble just so the dogs could find somebody.
Interesting footnotes.
You could literally see the depression on the dogs, and then people started just randomly burying themselves in the rubble so that the dogs could find them. And doing that made the dogs a little bit more aggressive in finding people because it was like, oh, we're finding people again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Gun and Wild One, Big Jeff Kitchens over there said, you need to drink another White Claw, by the way. So you still owe us one more.
Yeah, I couldn't do that third
we
one.
we agreed you was going to Tannerite one, but
yeah, I will have to do that. But yeah, sorry, Jeff, man. That when I opened that third one and the smell hit me, that's when I lost it. So I knew there's just no way that was going to happen. It just was not going to happen. Write down Dwayne's deal here. So doggone it, guys, I don't know what's going on with StreamYard with their giveaway tool. It was working just fine earlier. I mean, it was working great. All of a sudden, it just dropped, and I couldn't get it back. I get it back, and it show like 3 people, and then or 3 entries, and it drop out again. So I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna have to try to figure out something other than StreamYard to use on these giveaway tools. But I am going to nobody on the panel, don't look in the back chat. I'm going to pick a number between 1 and 50 and put that in there. Okay. It's in there. So everybody that wants to get entered in the drawing, there you go. Start putting in some numbers out there between 1 and 50, and whoever's closest, it don't matter if you go over it, will win. Last week we did this, and there was actually 2 winners. So anyway, yeah. So panel, you want to get your number out there? Go ahead and put it in. And everybody else, side chat. And I'm sorry about the hashtag, guys. I have no idea what's going on with that. It don't make any sense, but
well, a hillbilly adapts, and that's what happened. So, and it is just 1 entry per person, right?
Yeah, just 1 entry per person. So whatever, like if you put in 2, we're just going to take your first one. Yeah, it's just 1 entry per person. I'm sorry about that. So,
well, the payout's going to be big if it's a 37, because as I'm looking down there right now, we got several entries with the same number. Hillbilly, you might go broke on this deal.
No kidding, man.
Well, there is 2 already that have guessed it.
Yeah.
And one of them's the same one from last time.
Lightning does strike twice.
I had last week written down. I thought I picked a different one. I'm pretty sure I did.
You did.
Yeah, I did. I was going to say, I thought I picked a different one. So, I'll give you guys just 1 more minute here to get in numbers. Like I said, 1 entry. And we'll see how many knives I got to give away this week. So while we're waiting on that, I'll go ahead and show you guys the knife here. I'll be giving away. It's the same one I've given away for the last few weeks, and it seems to be. I really like it. Seems to be pretty popular. It does have a glass breaker on it right here, and it's got a pocket clip, and it has a ball bearing up here in this part here, so it makes it really open up nice and easy. So get in front of the screen here. Whoop, hit the microphone. So anyway, it's really sharp, just right out of the box. So anyway, I had somebody from the channel sent this to me, and I carried it around for like a week or two, and I really, really liked it, and I still carrying it around. And so I thought they suggested like, people might like this. I really like it, and so I tried it out, and I really liked it, and so anyway, all right, everybody got their numbers in. I need to go back here. I'm trying to find. Let's see. All right. Yep, I see 2. Does anybody else see any more of those? Okay. Yeah. 2 is what I've seen. And so the number is right here. Gun and Wild One. So congratulations, Jeff. And also Duffer, 426. So let me write your names down here. So I get those sent out to you. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I know I have, Jeff, I know I have yours, but just if you don't mind, send me an email too so I don't forget. And Duffer, you guys send me an email, and that way I can get those out to you. Do what, buddy? All right. Yeah, seen Walter won one. Yeah, he did a little opening on it. All righty. So let's go ahead and we'll pull up another topic here. And see, which one do we want to do? Okay, I think everybody can probably relate to this one. This is kind of a multi-type topic here, but it says, when as a teenager, your tires and wheels on your vehicle and your sound system, that is a really big deal. At least it was around here, and I assume it was for a lot of people. What kind of, like, is there any special tires and wheels that you wanted to put on your vehicle? No matter if was a 4-wheel drive truck or, a hot rod or whatever. Is any of that did that stick in your head? Something that like you may have just had to save for, or maybe you actually didn't have them, but you're like, man, I always wanted these, centerline wheels with, some Mickey Thompson tires, or, whatever the case might be. And then also having a stereo system in that vehicle, that, that just kind of went hand in hand. So anyway, Bubba, we'll start with you, buddy, and we'll work our way around. Is there any tires and wheels or stereo or all of them, all the above that you really wanted or you actually did have?
See now here's where things get weird, all right? Because growing up, I really didn't care about any of it. My truck had an 8-track and a cassette player in it, and I didn't really care too much about much of anything. And normally, I didn't even have the daggone radio on because the radio didn't work most of the time. So, see, if I wanted anything at the time, I wanted a CD player in my car. That's about it. It didn't matter what it was. I've always been like on the cheap side for stuff. It could have been a cheap Pioneer, a cheap Samsung, or something of that nature. It really didn't matter at the time. Now, I did always want slicks. that is one thing I always wanted on my car. But you can't drive that on the road. It's not legal out here. So
Well, you're not supposed to anyhow.
oh yeah, you're not supposed to. But the time, like, if I'm talking about like before my teenage years, what I always wanted was the big old tires that you'd see with the spikes on them and stuff. I always thought that was cool. But again, can't drive that on the road out here either. But just silly stuff like that. I didn't really care too much about stuff of that nature. Just whatever kind of CD player I could throw in it, and just speakers that worked in my car would have been nice.
So pretty much anything that worked, huh?
Yeah, if it worked, I got it.
Well, some of us was poor and had slicks on our cars too. Just they weren't manufactured as slicks. They just lost.
Yeah, they had the wire sticking out and stuff.
Yep. The homemade kind. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had those too.
All righty. Well, thank you, buddy. So, Jillian, what was your setup, or what did you want for your vehicle? As far as tires and wheels and stereo or something.
Well, I had the old Ford Escort Mark 1 and Mark 2 rally cars, so there was no radios in them. They were pretty gutted out, and wheels always like the Ford RS alloy wheels. Trying always to get the 6-inch ones because they were the wider ones if you could get hold of them, and just trying to find the softest tires we could find, because we used to thrash those cars around, and the softer tires, they didn't last long, but they gave you good grip. So always looking for really soft tires which were still legal on the road. But radios and stuff I just didn't bother with. The cars are so loud with the carburetor noise and the exhaust noise and everything, and the straight cut gearboxes, they just used to scream, so there'd be no good having a radio in there. You wouldn't hear it anyway. But,
so I got a question. Did you actually run rally in either one of those?
Yeah, I got some videos I need to put up, but I've done quite a few rallies and night events and smashed a lot of cars up, put them on the roof.
Right on. You definitely upload those. Those would be great to see. And for like the American audience, when he says Escort, that's not the Escorts that we had here in the United States. Do a quick web search and see what those things are all about. That's badass, man. That's cool to know.
Yeah, the Ford Escort Mark RS 2000. That was the one that everybody wanted. So it's a pretty neat car, and I had them for many years and did quite a few rallies. It was good fun.
Rock.
Man, that sounds awesome. I'm seeing a lot of stuff out here in the side chat that was just right down my alley. 60 model cars and stuff. Man. All righty. So we'll drop on down to Garage Guy. What do you think, buddy? What did you have or what did you have, or what did you want back in the day? We can't
muted Garage Guy.
Okay, as told y'all before, my first car was the Triumph TR6 72 model, and it just had an AM radio in it, so I rarely even turned that on. But later on, I had a 77 Firebird, and I went through stereos in that. I probably had 3 or 4 Kenwood Pioneer JVC, and what I like to play mostly was like the live recorded albums, or in this case cassettes, and I just loved the sound of the crowd in the background when a really good song came on. As far as the tires on that Firebird, I forget the name brand. I want to say General Tires. And the size was 860s. I had them all the way around. The car set nice, not real low, but a little bit lower than normal. And, it just made the car look thicker. It had a really nice look to it. Had the Krager rims on it. And I wish I still had those rims.
Oh man. Yep, Krager.
I'm sorry, I was muted. Yeah, you're talking the Krager SS rims, 5-spoke?
Excuse me, what?
I just had a question about those rims. The Krager, you're talking the SS rims, the 5-spoke?
Yes. They were some of them. I had a cousin that had a set on a 68 Chevelle, and he's still got his rims, and he's been offered an awful lot of money for them, and he keeps saying no, they're his. He'll probably be buried with them, knowing him. I mean, he's a gearhead, big time.
I still have a few sets of those Krager SSs, and then at one time I had a set of the Krager SSTs, which they were chrome, but they were solid on the inside instead of spokes. You know, they're just solid chrome on the inside. Yeah, Kragers are awesome. So
I think any of us that were raised on Hot Wheels came to want to own and just love those rims. They were the closest, I think, to replicating a Hot Wheels Redline.
Oh yeah. Yep, no doubt about that. So Mark Thomas, how about you, buddy?
Well, my Datsun had regular old steel wheels, and I'm sure they were Blackwall generic tires. No idea what brand they were. And the stereo was a Radio Shack cassette player. It played music. That was pretty much it. What would I have liked to have had? Yeah, probably some of those nice chrome Kragers. Maybe a nice Chevy Nova or a Mustang. But the old Datsun got me from A to B.
Yeah. You betcha. Well, thanks a lot, buddy. So how about you, Gary?
Well, I'm going to be the boring one in the group. See, I drove for my first couple of years in high school, I drove a 64 Chevelle that I bought for $105. And it just had the wheels that came on it, except for the wintertime. You know, you'd switch them out with snow tires. And that's what we did back then. We didn't have all season tires. So in the wintertime, you put snow tires on. And of course, we was getting by cheap because we wasn't made of money. So a lot of times I had retreads on there. God only knows what brand they was, whatever the gas station had, you know, or whatever. But far as stereos go now, you know, the car came with an AM radio. That was it, as did probably 80-90% of the cars back in the mid 70s. But if you had any money at all, the first thing you'd do is go buy you an 8-track player back in the days and hang it under your dash. Wire it yourself because you didn't have any money to pay anybody to do it. And I was in a small town and wasn't anybody who did that anyway. So we knew how to run wires through the fuse box fairly easily. So that wasn't hard to do. Well, they were easy to get to back then. You could actually get to a fuse box in those days. And yeah, had a Radio Shack in town, so just about everything I had was from Radio Shack, speakers, 8-track, and everything else. But I had friends that had more expensive stuff. I just, you know, didn't have the money to invest in it back then. Dad didn't like me working during school, so yeah, that's what I had. Pretty boring.
Well, I mean, that's you know, nothing wrong with that. I mean, you know,
the girls couldn't see in the vehicle from the street anyway to see what kind of stereo you had, as long as you had it good and loud so they could hear it as you drove by. That was the important thing.
You betcha. You betcha. Well, thanks a lot, Gary. I appreciate that. And so, DJ, how about you, buddy?
I started out on steel wheels with some of those slicks those homemade slicks we were talking about earlier. First car was a 74 Mercury Comet. And if you guys can picture a Maverick, that's the Mercury version of that.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to run anything cool in high school. When I got my 68 Cougar, though, center lines, the solid ones with the rivets all the way around, I don't remember the part number, with the rivets all the way around the outside. And I kind of didn't care about tires in that period either. As long as we were running Firestones that weren't blowing up, they were going to be gone in a couple of months anyway from all the burnouts and whatnot. Yeah. So, but, oh, man, reminiscing and thinking about those Kragers, I think I might go look at those at swap meets.
Oh man, yeah, and I've seen so many out here talking about the cherry bomb exhaust, the Thrush cherry bomb, mufflers and stuff, and then the glass packs, and man, I've had Kragers, I've had all kinds of wheels, throughout the day, weld wheels. Most usually mine were always either chrome or like the polished or brushed aluminum. The center lines is what I still have on my Camaro right now. I loved the center lines, and then the fuzzy dice. My Camaro has fuzzy dice on it still. That big jacked up Chevy Blazer I have all decked out. It had, not only fuzzy dice, but also the dice for the door locks and the valve stem covers. It just had to be decked out. And like I said, my Camaro still has all that on it. And now me, the way I was brought up around here, what I liked and everything, always ran the 10 or 12-inch wide tires in the back. Of course, you had to throw some air shocks on there, or shackles, extended shackles, to get that up high enough so those tires wouldn't rub. Then on the front, if like it's just strictly drag racing, then what they call the skinny minis, which was probably 4 or 5 inch wide, four. I didn't know if they were that wide, somewhere in there on the front. But then, like on my Camaro, drove on the street, the curves and hills around here, we're still running a skinnier rim on the front, but something with a little bit more meat, a little bit wider for traction, maybe 6 inch or something like that. And that was just the fashion. And I mean, literally, if I went and bought a new Camaro or something right now, that's the way it would be. It'd still look like that. I'd probably put a hood scoop on it, snorkel scoop, everything.
So that's that's the Camaro of today you might be working on. But what's the Camaro in the garage? What year is that?
That one's a 77. I bought that when I was 15.
Wow.
I'd worked really hard.
Run 15.
Yeah, I mean, I was just almost 16, but I worked really, really hard on, mowing yards, picking up pop bottles, whatever I could do before I was even a teenager, because I knew I wanted a good car. All my uncles, we was into racing and all that. My dad, and all that. So I knew that I wanted a great car when I turned 16. So I started saving up, and I had a cousin that had a Chevy dealership, and he knew I've been down there several times. Anytime we went to to that area, I had to get my parents pulling there. Hey, let's look at let's see what they got out here and stuff used, and so we'd been down there several times, and he knew I was looking for something, and he called one day and said, "Hey," said, "I have a Camaro. People bought it brand new, and it was a 77 model. They drove it for this long. They just traded it back in. It's got 30,000 miles. They just traded in on another brand new one." And he literally told me, he goes, "I'll let you have it for what I got it on trade in, $2,500. And I literally had $3,000 saved up. And so I'm like, all right. My parents said, yeah, we went and got it. And, of course, then you had to add the tires and the wheels and all that stuff. But Yeah, I'm the second owner on that, that Camaro, and I still have it. And just sentimental reasons, I'd never sell it. Pass it down to grandkids or something one of these days. But yeah, I've owned a lot of vehicles, though. I mean, a lot of vehicles. Mainly sports cars and four-wheel drives, stuff like that. We'd buy them back in the day. We'd buy stuff, Nova or whatever, and fix it up some. Maybe put a different engine in it. Some nice wheels and tires. Drive for a little bit and sell it or trade it, on something else. And so that's just kind of how my whole life, had been. So, but MC says 2K giveaway. Well, yeah, we'll be doing that. Hopefully when we get to 2,000 subscribers. Don't know how long that'll take, buddy, but we'll sure have one. Oh man. And speak want to win a Camaro. Yeah, I do too. So if anybody's giving one away, let me know. Speaking of the giveaway, next Saturday night, I am going to be giving. We're going to be drawing for the giveaway for 1,000 subscribers for my channel, and I put out several videos and shorts. And when I had started this, was September 2nd when I made this goal, and so they had up till September 2nd midnight to get entered in that contest. And there's a lot of people entered in it, and I'm so glad for that. We'll be giving away a bunch of different stuff next Saturday for that. And so we're going to have a lot of fun, no doubt about that. A lot of giveaways. I've already had a few people contact me and say, hey, I want to give something away that night too. So, not only what I'm giving away, we're going to have, a few other people that is offered to give some stuff away. So, that's going to be really exciting. And, but let's go ahead and go through the room here. And unless somebody has a certain topic or something that they're wanting to, talk about right now or something.
Well, Hillbilly, you didn't tell us about your stereo. I mean, you had $3,000. The car was 2,500. You had wheels and tires coming in with that last 500. Do you have anything left over?
Well, I was able on that Camaro. It's still like that. It those didn't have like the square cutout. There's no radios like that back then, and so it had several different stereos in it throughout the years. I think a Pioneer Super Tuner 3, if anybody remembers those. See, at one time I had a Blaupunk in it, and pretty much on the stereo system, it was 4 like subwoofers were really big or anything. I just had some really nice 6x9s in it, and then some front speaker, replace that to something, Sony or whatever speaker, Pioneers or whatever it was at the time. I don't remember what's still in there. And a couple mid-range, that I had put in there. Because there's not much room in those Camaros to be able to cut out and put extra speakers or anything. So that's kind of how that had stayed. And then my second Camaro, I bought was a 87 Camaro. And the reason I wanted 87 is the third body style, but I knew 87 was when I was going to be graduating. And so after I got my first Camaro, of course, I just kept working, saving up money, and I was able to purchase a 1987 Camaro before I graduated. And of course, I put the wide wheels and tires on the back of it, and I think I had chrome rims on it. That's where I had the Krager SSTs, the solid chrome ones on it. And the tires really big down here was the Daytona radials. I don't know if anybody remembers those. They had the big, wide, white letters, Daytona. Those are Mickey Thompson's. Those are really big. And I think I told the story before, since, that newer style of stereo and stuff, I went to Radio World or whatever it was. And, man, did they set me up. CD player just come out. They put, I believe it's all Sony system in it. Sony CD player, equalizer, amplifiers, speakers, and actually that had subs in it. I believe they were 6-inch Sony L20s. That's like when everybody just very first started putting subwoofers in a car. They didn't even. I don't even think they made like 8 or 10 or 12-inch woofers for cars back then. I don't really think, in the late 80s there, and so all this was at a cost for like $3,000 with like a couple $100 down and, $75 a month or whatever. And it took me forever to pay off that stereo system. And I still had the CD player and everything. It don't work anymore, but I kept that thing because I'm like, paid this much money for it. I'm going to keep it. I'll have to dig it out and show you guys one night. But yeah, it's quite the deal. Now it had a great stereo in it, and so. But I'll see here. The Info Bros, thanks, buddy. Monday night, I called Mac, man, or text him. I was like, hey, because I knew he's going to go hunting. I'm like, you going to be here next Monday? It's going to be 9/11 and stuff. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, I really think we should do a show or something on 9/11. And so, anyway, real quick, Mac, man, you want to refresh everybody on that, buddy? So coming up?
With the Monday show, it's going to be 9 Eastern, 6 Arizona time. So Hillbilly's going to be on the show, and Elliot Agan has been coming on the show. I sent links out tonight. So we're just going to remember the 9/11 day, the tragedy. I think it was 2001, I believe it happened, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk and share some stories. Obviously, I was in the UK at the time, and so I've got a story to tell how it affected me and how I learned about it and saw it unfolding. So I want to share that with everybody. And if anybody wants to join us on the show, just email me or Hillbilly, and we'll send a link out and get you on. So we're just going to talk about it. We're going to remember it, because there's a lot of young people out there now that are probably coming of age where they don't really know about it, and it's something that changed everybody's life, and we don't want to forget it. It's something that we've got to keep going. It's a very important topic. And hopefully we can have a good show. It might run for an hour. It might run for 2 hours. We'll see how it goes, see how many people want to share their stories. But that'll be on Monday night. Something different we're going to do. There'll be 3 of us on the panel, maybe more if anybody else wants to join us. Like I said, just let us know, and we'll send links out. And let's just remember that tragic day, and let our young people not to forget it as well, because it's changed our lives forever.
Well, one thing about 9/11, a lot of the older people would say that's one of them times where you remember where you are or what you were doing when it happened. A lot of the older people would say Pearl Harbor. Well, I was at work or what have you, let's see, the Kennedy assassination. A lot of the older people remember where they were and what they were doing then. The moon landing, Nixon resigning, and now 9/11. You know, there's very few events through history that people remember where they were or what they were doing when something happened, but 9/11 is definitely one of those events.
Yeah, it is. And, and I don't know. Well, I mean, I guess I could probably figure out why, but seems like there's a pretty good group of people that just really wish that we would forget about that, and you know uh just like all that stuff that you mentioned and other stuff. It's good to know, like, parts of history, things that happened, and stuff that impacted our country or even the world. um and for one thing about knowing something about history is, if it's something that was bad, you learn from it and you try not to let that repeat again if at all possible. And so, I think myself personally, and I'll do it, as long as I have a platform. And if I don't have a platform, I'll just, you know, do it from people I know or see or what I meet every day. I'm going to remind people, and just because there's a lot of people that had lost their lives, changed lives, uh, like MacMan saying, not only here in the United States, but all over the world. And so, anyway, I sure hope that you guys will join us for that Monday night. And we're just gonna, you know, we're just gonna reminisce about it and tell some stories and stuff like that. So don't miss that if you can all at all possible. And I think MacMan, I really appreciate you for doing that. Real quick, I also wanted to shout out people that had joined the channel membership. Guys, don't feel like you have to do this by any means. Times are tight and all that. So, but I just want to thank the people that had joined tonight. DJ Play Nice, Ron Wayne, and Info Bros. I mean, I really appreciate you guys doing that. I just thank you so much. And I got a lot of cool stuff planned for that membership deal and stuff. We're gonna have a lot of fun with it. Of course, nothing else on the channel is going to change, but we're just going to have some extra fun with that. So anyway, I can't wait to kind of get that rolling out. So let's go around the panel here and everybody tell what you got coming up and all that stuff. And so, Bubba, I'm going to start with you, buddy.
Well, got Wednesday night or Wednesday morning. Gonna have another one of my good, the bad, and the Bubba. That's what I decided on.
All right, I enjoy those.
About 11 o'clock, get that done. Sometime during this week, I'm gonna release a new, because I did a video on a new gun that I got, but after rewatching it and stuff, I realized how drained I was while I was doing it, and I said, "Nah, we're not posting that." So I'm probably going to redo that video. And then I got another gun coming too. Hopefully tomorrow, maybe Monday. So I'm going to do another video on that. Let's see. Still got the 5, the fly swatter challenge by day at the range that I've got to do because, apparently Boomstick will not let me forget that. At all. And so we got that coming up. Hopefully I can get that done. I'm hoping this next weekend I'll get it done. I told him I'm pushing for next weekend, but never know with my schedule. Other than that, that's all I got.
All right, Bubba. Guys, if you're not checked out Bubba's channel, go over there and check it out and get subscribed. You won't be disappointed. Man, you're doing a great job on your live show on Wednesday mornings. That's a lot of fun. I really appreciate you doing that. That's just It's great. I caught one live, and then the other one I was busy, but I watched the rewind on it and had a great time. So keep that up, brother.
All right.
Okay, Mac Man, you told a little bit what you got coming out this Monday, but what else you got, buddy?
Okay, yeah, just a reminder, so we got that show Monday. It's going to be like a 3-show, me, Hillbilly, Elliot so far. If you can get somebody else on, so that's going to run Monday. I haven't put a lot of content out lately because it's hunting season here. We've just come back from a very successful deer hunt. And next Thursday, I leave to go on an archery bull elk hunt. So me and my wife have got tags, so we're going to go out. So the following Monday, there's not going to be a show. And maybe the Monday after, it all depends. If I shoot an elk that first weekend or that first week, I'll be coming home. If I don't shoot one, I'm going to stay there for the 2 weeks because it took me 8 years to get drawn for my first hunt with elk. And he's up there. Where is he? He's up there. That was my first elk. Little elk up there. Took me 8 years to get drawn. So, and then lucky enough, I didn't put in last year. I had COVID, so I didn't put in last year. We put in this year, and we pulled first choice archery tag again for bull elk. So I'm gonna try and make some videos when I'm up there. I doubt if I'll post them while I'm there, but I'll post them when I come back. So definitely 1 week I'm gonna miss, guys. We'll be here Monday, following Monday off, and we'll see how it goes for the second Monday. It all depends how the hunt goes. As soon as it cools down here, I've got so many guns that I want to go out, take to the range, and take some videos. We hit 116 today, so it's still not cooling down. But maybe by the end of this month now, we should get some cooler weather. I can get out and do some shooting with some of these guns, and I'll get a load of videos posted. So that's what I've got coming up. Thanks to the side chat. It was great tonight. It was bouncing, and good to see all the guys in the panel. And thanks, Garage Guy. That's a great prize. I haven't got one of those shotguns. I've only got a couple of semi-automatics that I use for duck hunting and dove hunting. So it's something that I'm looking forward to getting hold of and trying it out. So I really appreciate that, and the money's going to a good cause. And thanks again, Hillbilly. It was great.
You bet, Mac, man. Thank you so much for being here tonight. And guys, go over there and check out Mac Man's channel. Get subscribed over there. Great channel, great person, a lot of great content. So appreciate you, buddy. So, excuse me, Garage Guy. What do you got coming up, buddy?
Well, as soon as this live stream's over, I'm going to go cricket hunting. That thing, I'm inside an enclosed carport right here, and this thing has been chirping all night. And Tim S. left a comment on there. But anyway, congratulations to Mac Man. Let's see, Gun Hobo 62 and Glenn Davis. They were the winners in the giveaway tonight. And hopefully here in the near future, maybe some of us can collaborate and get together on another giveaway.
You betcha.
As far as what I got coming up, I've got 2 videos in the can right now, and I know one of them Bubba ain't going to want to watch. But I will say the one he probably would watch would be I got one coming up on a Ruger LCRX chambered in 38 special, the one with the 3-inch barrel. And I've just been a big fan of Ruger firearms. I put that blame on Mr. Holster because he was such a big influence on me. And that'll be out, let's see, next weekend. And other video that Bubba don't want to watch, it's probably going to be out in about 2 weeks. Glock 43X, just my impressions of it, and maybe a little comparison to my M&P Shield Plus.
All right, buddy. That sounds awesome. Looking forward to watching those. And thanks again for that awesome giveaway. That was a
Anytime.
wonderful thing you did. Not only giving away, throwing a new sling in there, and also paying for the CCL transfer. I mean, that
Okay,
was very nice.
let me say something about the transfer. Julian and I emailed each other back and forth during the chat, and he told me not to worry about that. So that extra $20 is going to Lakeview. So we're looking at $425 we made on this.
That's awesome. That is great.
Don't do that, Ron. Don't do that, Ron. Do not do that.
Yeah.
We have a good relationship right now. Don't ruin it.
Yeah. Fluffy said that you'll never find that cricket. It's like hunting a Bigfoot.
Yeah.
I don't get. Is that English?
So go over and check out Garage Door's channel, and guys, and get subscribed.
Garage door.
Garage door.
Garage Cricket 879. Garage
Maybe-
Cricket, ladies and gentlemen.
Maybe you ought to call it carport cricket.
Sorry about that, buddy.
We're
Check
good.
out Garage Guy. But I'm sure he's got a garage door on his garage. I don't know. But anyway, go check out his channel and get subscribed. Great channel, great guy. So thank you so much for being here tonight. So Mark Thomas, what you got coming up, buddy?
Well, not too much. I might try to make a quick range trip tomorrow. I got a few things that did a little bit of loading today. I got some 9mm on a tryout. I got some 32 specials that M1A2 Abrams sent me some brass and some bullets. And
Nice.
I did a little bit of loading today, something I wanted to do. I tried out an old mold in 308 a few weeks ago that I wanted to try in 300 Savage, and I might drag out the old Savage Model 99 in 300 Savage with my grandfather's gun. Take that down to the range tomorrow. We'll see if we can do that. But,
Nice.
I got a couple holsters to finish up this week and probably make a few videos with those, but that's pretty much it. Just we're getting ready for fall, getting ready for hunting season.
All righty.
Thanks for having me. Been great watching the side chat. It was awesome giveaways tonight. You know, for a great cause. We're doing good work. Thank you.
Yeah, we are. Well, thank you so much, Mark, for being on tonight. Always appreciate you. Guys, go over and check out Mark's channel. It's a great channel. He's an awesome guy. Not only with gun, he does great videos and guns and all that stuff. Him and his son, shoot a lot together too. And there's some not paintball, but what are they called? Airsoft videos on there too. And he does some awesome leather work. I mean, he's quite the craftsman, wonderful craftsman. So he also shows that. So go check out his channel and get subscribed over there. You won't be disappointed. And thanks again for being on tonight, buddy. So how about you, Gary? What you got coming up, bud?
Well, man, just about the same thing as always. Got Foul Territory on Friday night, 9 p.m. Central. And then the following week we'll be probably not having a show because we'll be at TriggerCon. So getting ready for that here in a couple weeks. So making preparations for that. Got some other things to do with the channel. So appreciate the invite. Thanks for having me on.
You bet, buddy. That's awesome. I bet you guys will have a fun time there.
Oh, yeah. Looking forward to it.
Sounds like a lot of fun. So, guys, go over and check out Gary Gizzard's channel. Gizzard, geez, man, I'm getting all time.
He's getting dyslexic now.
It's getting late.
All right.
Oh, my goodness. Go check his channel out. Get subscribed. A lot of great stuff over there. You won't be disappointed. So thanks a lot, buddy, for being on tonight. Really appreciate you. So DJ, what you got coming up, buddy?
Yes, sir. Well, on Tuesday on the Guns and Barbecue channel, there's a conversation that gets a little woolly, a little wild sometimes. But there's a lot of stuff happening regarding the Second Amendment, and the focus is going to shift back towards that on Tuesday. So I encourage you all to get out there earlier than this chat on Saturday evenings on the A Great Start Shooting School channel. There's a discussion about mental health awareness and violence prevention. Please give Brooke over there some of your time. She not only does that program, but a former member of the DC Project. She's also out there for our rights constantly in Connecticut and other places and spaces. Stop by, say hi, give her a sub. I do want to drop a link out there. It's just a little uncommon, Hillbilly, but her son is an Eagle Scout who is completing his community project. And what he chose to do, and I'm going to drop the link out there for donation if you got some time or money you can spend on that, is reworking a horse shed. And it was, the story of it is available on that link that I sent out. At least go and check that out and realize that there's yet another person who is taking in animals of all kinds who need help. And that young scout decided to help out them. So I appreciate it if you check that out. Other than that, DM Foss later on tonight, the DM Foss channel, there's a discussion alternating either the Mouse Party or the Overnight. I don't remember which one it is tonight, but be there or you're all kinds of square. Till I see everybody again, and thanks to everyone out there for a wild and woolly text chat as well. That one's coming up. Be safe, have fun, carry your guns, and rock. I'm out.
All right. Well, thank you so much, DJ. Appreciate you guys. DJ, he don't really put any content on his channel, but he supports so many channels and so much, great stuff to do with the 2A community, suicide prevention, and all that. So, go over there, give his channel a sub, and support him and what he does. I mean, it's awesome that he's doing that. And I want to thank you, DJ, for being here tonight. Oh, my goodness. What a night, guys. This is awesome. I really appreciate all of you being here this evening. The panel, the side chat. It's just been a blast. And I just want to thank you. Don't forget, next Saturday night, we'll be having a big giveaway here. So you're not going to miss that either. And I really appreciate y'all. And as we close this off, I just want to say, remember, God, family, and country. And make somebody's day better, will you? And if the good Lord's willing and the creeks don't rise, we'll all be seeing you again. Good night, Hillbilly Nation. Everybody say good night.